Hey, this is Dave. This is going to be the first of two videos dealing with the Manage Items page from the Cherry dashboard. Let's go ahead and click it and get into it. This is the heart and soul of the software, so to try and do it all in one video is going to get kind of long. So basically we're going to split it up this way. This first video we're going to talk about the management and use of the page itself. And then in the second video I'll go over adding items to the page, because there's a couple of ways you can do that. So anyway, in this first video, concentrating on the page, the My Items page, what is this? This is a list of every single thing that you buy to use to sell and run your business and facility, whether it be food, supplies, beverages, etc., even equipment, pest control items, all different kinds of things people are shopping through Cherry now. Small wares. But moving on, the functionality of the page itself. At the top there is a search bar, and you can limit the data that you see on the page by inputting different information into this search bar. So to start off with, if you want to search for something, you can say I want to find onions, and you can see it starts to pull up a drop down list of the items that are in your list, and once it comes up and you can see it, you can simply click it and then click search, and it will bring the item up for you to see. Whenever you want to see all the items again, no matter what feature you're using to search with on this bar, just click View All. So the next thing that you can do is you can look at just the items in certain locations. And you remember the different location names from our video earlier. So if I just want to see the items that are in my walk-in cooler, I can do that and click Search, and it will bring up just the walk-in items. Same thing with categories. I want to see my meats. And there's all the meats. Now, one thing that I want to caution you on is if you click delete right now, and the pop-up warning that says you're about to delete all of the items on this list comes up and you click it, just remember you've been warned and you just wiped out your entire inventory. The reason that I have that button there is occasionally people do remove entire categories and make bulk changes to purchasing in sections of their menu. So if somebody wanted to be able to do that, they could. But just be warned that you could accidentally wipe out your entire list. Now, as far as using the rest of the page, you see there's a column for master order. What the master order is the order that everything appears on the ordering page. So if you look at the count and order supply page, everything appears in an order that correlates back to this Manage Items page. So if you don't like the way something is ordered here, the place to make the adjustment would be in Manage Items. And there's two different ways that you can do it. The first thing that you can do is you can simply grab an item and drag it and drop it. And if I do that, you can see now the mozzarella, if you wait just 1 second, resets, and now this is the new master order. And whenever you make a change like that to the master order, this is the new permanent order of your inventory. And anytime you leave this page and come back to it, this is the new order. Now, if dragging and dropping isn't convenient, you can say if you wanted to move this 100 spaces, you can simply click it and then change the number and click the checkbox, and it will move the item into the position that you want it to go. And that's very helpful, especially later, when you start adding new items into your purchasing, sometimes the list can grow to 200 to 300 items long, and it's not always easy to just drag things. Now, another thing that you can do on this page is put in images, as you see here, of the food. And if you're in a computer browser, just click on it, and if you have the image saved somewhere, you can just go ahead and upload it. But the cooler way to do this is actually to open this page on a mobile device. And this is not the mobile application, this is the actual software on like a browser on your phone or on a tablet. And when you come to this page, if you click the image, it opens the device camera, and you can just walk through your facility and literally just take pictures of things and insert it. Very, very fast for putting pictures in. Obviously, you can edit item names from this page. And what the significance is of the Cherry is this means that you have at least one buying relationship set up for this item with at least one of your supply sources. So it doesn't necessarily mean that Provolone is available from, in this particular demo account, all 4 of the suppliers. But it does mean that at least one of the people set up to deliver supplies to this company is set up to deliver provolone cheese. Now, I want to stress, the item names you want to keep as basic as possible, because these are the names that the mobile app responds to if you're using speech input. And it becomes increasingly difficult for the mobile app to recognize names by speaking them the more information you have in the name. So the reason for the item description column is so that you can keep this simple, and also so that reps, as they start to see this information, because this page is also available for a rep to see in the supplier portal, they can look at the picture, the item name, and the description, and any good rep should be able to look at this list and be able to produce for you a 90-95% accurate order guide without you having to teach them. And that's another feature that is positive with Cherry, is making sure that you have an easy way to show new competition the things that you buy. Now, if you want to change the name of a item location, you can do so by clicking it, choosing from the drop down. You can also change the name of a description in the same way. The PMU is the process measuring unit. This is how the product is actually used on in recipes and dishes and things that you're making in the restaurant. And then the ideal PMU, the ideal processing measurement unit, is how many PMUs there are in an LCU. And the LCU is the lowest common cost unit for this item between the suppliers. So think about how it's being sent to you. Think about the different case sizes that your supplier offers it to you in. And that is, and you should have known this, learned this in the setup, how you're going to determine the LCU. And then the supplier delivery unit is how the product is actually brought through the door into your facility. Now, there are edit buttons at the end of each item. And when you get to this page, from clicking the edit button, I want to point out that this page does have its own help video. So we're going to go ahead and back browser and get back to the items page itself. You can also, you see next to the edit button, obviously delete any item at any time. And I want to stress to you that this video is an example of what the Cherry demo restaurant for pizzerias comes like set up out of the box. So if you sign up for a demo, it's going to look just like this. And the thing that's really cool is if you're a pizzeria, a lot of this information is going to be the same from our demo to your restaurant. So we can actually reuse a lot of this, or just make the minor edits to this page to turn the demo into your own live account. I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. There will be, I actually said in the beginning of this, one more video describing adding a new item. There will actually be 2 more videos under this page help section. One will be for adding new items, and one will be for editing and actually setting up and editing par levels. So anyway, if you have any questions, please, at the main dashboard, I always like to point out, we have the help icon. Send us a message. You know, there's a lot going on here, and we like to help people. So give us a shout if you need it, and have a cherry day.